King Kohli retires. Now I can sit here and make a video, 10-minute long video about stats, about achievements, but you know what? We'll be sitting here till Christmas 2034. Okay, no point in that. Am I going to speak a little bit about that? Yes, I'm going to sprinkle a bit of that into all of this, but what I am going to be talking about is a feeling. Actually, a whole series of them, because that is what Virat Kohli did to you and your team when you played against him. You could feel as though you're on top. Next moment he comes in, brilliance in the field, tactical genius as captain or with his bat. He could change the outcome with a match like this. South Africa, probably the toughest place in the world to bat, but Virat, he made it look like a playground. And oh, I was not laughing. I was not smiling. I was praying. This is my tribute to the King. Centurion 2018. Now this is important that I want to talk about this because this was around the time where India was really stepping closer into being the best team in the world. But they came to South Africa, a place where they've never won before. And that match to me was absolutely outstanding because, you know, Centurion is our fortress. Now, you never want to bat last there. We batted first. We put up 335. Guys, when you score over 300 at Centurion, the team having to come in and bat next, I mean, for most people, it's going to be like, oh, well, you know what, that's match over. 300 plus in South Africa. But Kohli had other ideas. They were down 28 for 2 and in comes the master himself. And well, they needed about 300 to break even at that point. Well, naturally, he's going to come in and score, I don't know, half of it, 150 at Centurion. Now, in the first innings, Aiden Markram scored an absolutely beautiful 94. But we have to remember, Centurion is Aiden's home ground. ABD, Virat's partner in crime, you know, his friend, he scored a fantastic 80 from 120 balls. Probably the best innings. Tell me if you thought ABD's was better or Virat's was better. But again, ABD plays his cricket at In comes ABD, he scores 80 off 120. Now, here's a question for you. Who do you thought, which innings was the best? Do you thought Virat, you know, Virat's 150 or ABD's 80? Let me know in the comments, tell me why, but also remember the fact that ABD is also a Centurion Pretoria boy. Now, India had to come in and chase, 270? The ball was keeping low. It was absolutely impossible. But it was that innings from Virat Kohli that set him up, which is, in my opinion, the best test match that he's ever played in South Africa. The third test, 2018, Johannesburg Wanderers. This match, if we're talking about South Africa being the toughest place to bat, then this match was proof of it. Absolutely impossible, to the point where it took Pujara 53 balls to get his first run. Now, India, they were put into bat, okay? Tough, guys, tough. First morning, batting at the Wanderers. They were 13 for 2, I think. Like I said, Pujara, 53 balls. In comes Virat. The cover drives that he was playing, it's the type of cover drives that you sit, you wait for a bus, you think back, oh, wow, 2018, the Wanderers, the bull ring, Virat Kohli. You're on a bad date, okay? That's the type of stuff that you think about. He was absolutely incredible. Yes, it was only a 50, but that 50 was worth more, in my opinion, than the 150 at Centurion. Look at this bowling attack, guys. KG Rabada, Ngidi at their bloody prime. Okay, Vernon Philander, Morne Morkel, okay, the veterans of that side, bowling in bowling conditions any fast bowler could dream of. Virat was dropped on 11. Now, if you want to put a name in a hat of an overseas batter that you do not want to drop in South Africa, I'm telling you right now, the first name that's going to pop out of everybody's mouth is going to be Virat Kohli. He was dropped again on 32. and now you're starting to sweat because you already knew 200 on this pitch it's going to be like 350, really, because of the conditions, okay? Finally, we get him out on 54 and we pray to God. Now in the second innings, okay, the battle between him and Kagiso Rabada was probably one of my favorite moments in Test cricket. I mean, Kagiso threw everything at him. It hit him on the gloves. He cut him in half. Then Virat fought back with a fantastic, only Virat Kohli style cover drive. You know, Virat Kohli was pulling the ball on that pitch. He was cover driving down, offside. He was just absolutely insane, incredible. India went on to win that match, and you know, you have to say that it was because of Virat Kohli, Rahane and Pujara's heroics. Now, the only person that outscored Virat Kohli in that match was Hashim Amla. Now, imagine this. Look how similar the stats of moment of retirement is between the legend Hashim Amla himself and Virat Kohli. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, people will say, you know, Virat retiring, it's the end of an era, but Virat is bigger than an era. He is an incomparable force of nature that painted this format that we all love so dearly with pride and with passion. He inspired new generations to fall in love with something that we all thought was about to die. Well, not today, not while Virat Kohli had a say over proceedings. Stay healthy, eat your vegetables, and see you in 2027. Thank you, King.